Welcome back to Living It Away, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of What's the Law? Here to tell us about three interesting cases. We got to bring in our good friend Coralie Chun Matsuyoshi, host of KH12 podcast, What's the Law? Coralie, good to see you.
Hi, Mikey.
Okay, so we're talking about three murder trials that's happening: Hirokawa, Boinville, and Thompson. Okay, they're love triangle cases. Could you explain a little bit about those cases for those who's not too familiar with it?
So Michael Hirokawa was accused of beating and raping a woman so brutally that she nearly died. Hirokawa was found not guilty. Stephen Boinville and Haley Danderen were accused of kidnapping, burglary, and the gruesome murder of Thelma Boinville on Oahu's North Shore. Both were found guilty in separate trials. Eric Thompson, the love triangle, was accused of slaying his wife's lover, John Tokuhara, with 4 bullets to the face and head. The Thompson trial resulted in a hung jury, and a new trial will be held.
Okay, so 3 different cases to dive into today. Could you tell us what all 3 cases have in common?
So the defendants in all of these cases took the stand when they didn't have to. The Fifth Amendment of the Constitution is a right against self-incrimination, which means you have the right to remain silent and that your silence does not imply guilt. The defendants in criminal cases rarely take the stand because it opens them up to cross-examination where they can be questioned about their prior criminal record to impeach their credibility. Now, Michael Hirokawa did not deny that he sexually assaulted and almost beat the victim to death, but said he didn't recall any of it. So he needed to take the stand to testify that he didn't voluntarily take the LSD and Ambien found on that wine glass and that he was actually drugged. So the jury must have believed him because they found him not guilty. In the Boinville murder trials, there was a lot of evidence that Stephen Brown and Haley Danderen were involved in the murder. There was a witness, Boinville's 8-year-old daughter, Makana, who identified Brown and Danderen as the boy with the green hair and the girl with the pink hair who tied her up. There was also DNA evidence. Both had blood on them. Both were seen in Boinville's truck. And Danderen used Boinville's credit card, wore her earrings, and Makana's backpack. Both appeared to be involved in the murder, so each took the stand to blame each other. It didn't really work out because both were found guilty. Now, Eric Thompson looked clean-cut and calm. His answers were straightforward, including admission of his own shortcomings. And he emphatically denied committing the murder. He has no criminal background to hide. And a photo showed Eric and his wife, Joyce, as high school sweethearts at senior prom and UH graduation, and as happy parents with Halloween costumes with their daughter. A white truck and hat at the crime scene could have been Eric's, but he said he was elsewhere at the time of the murder, but his alibi couldn't be confirmed. All this led to a hung jury, which means they couldn't decide one way or the other, so stay tuned for the retrial in October. Go to KHON2.com for all 3 podcasts to learn about circumstantial evidence, reasonable doubt, and why Eric Thompson's wife, Joyce, didn't take the stand.
Okay, Coralie, so those are the 3 podcasts that we're highlighting this week. What are some other podcasts that you want to let our viewers know about?
Learn how the Innocence Project helped exonerate Albert Ian Schweitzer for the murder of Dana Ireland and set him free after 23 years in prison. And legal rights and resources for victims of the Maui wildfires.
All right, a lot of information right there to pack in. And don't worry, you guys, we'll have more information on KH12.com, which is also a place if you want to check out more podcasts hosted by Coralie Chun Matsuyoshi. Thank you so much, Coralie. Good to see you.
Thanks, Mikey.